G'day traders, in this video I'm going to be answering a question from a student that I apologize to the student. They asked this question quite a while ago, but I somehow overlooked this in my list. The question is, I want to run a fixed tick amount for a target and stop upon my entry. Once my trigger is hit, I want to deploy a 15 by 30 risk reward bracket order. I'm assuming they mean 15 pips by 30 pips. Or 15 points by 30 points. I just want to know how to code a simple bracket order once the entry is triggered. So that's what this script is doing, and I'll break down the source code in a moment. But basically, what we're doing here is we are placing two bracket orders. So this green line on my chart you see here is the entry bar, and the script is placing a short limit order 20 pips below that bar's low, and a long limit order 20 pips above that bar's high. And we're using a one cancels all buy stop and sell stop limit order. So when this short gets triggered, the script cancels the long buy stop, and vice versa. If this had been filled to the upside and we were long, the short entry order would be canceled. So here is the source code. I've used a very, very simple entry condition here because the entry condition is not important. The concept that is important about the script is placing the bracket orders. And so for my entry condition, I'm simply checking if the current bar's bar index, the bar number, is equal to this number. So down here, I'm plotting the bar index. That's this blue number here. And so I can simply hover over any bar on my chart, jot that number down, input it into here, and the script will place a bracket order on that bar, on above that bar's high and below that bar's low, purely for testing purposes. In a normal script, you would replace the entry condition with your setup conditions. So candlestick patterns, indicator conditions, and so on. So anyway, what we have here is just a simple strategy script. We have four user inputs: our test bar index number, and then our entry distance in points, our stop loss distance in points, and our target distance in points. So I'm on a Forex market here. So 200 points would be 20 pips. But this trader trades futures. I'm not familiar with how futures price their instruments. I'm not sure if 200 points would be 20 pips, or, that's up to you guys to figure out. But this concept should apply to any market. You would just need to adjust the number here based on however the instrument is priced. So I'll skip over our entry condition. I've already explained that. The next thing I do here is I declare my stops and targets for long and short trades. Now, there might be a more efficient way to do this, but this is the way that I thought up this morning. So we have long target, long stop, short target, short stop. This is where we place our bracket orders. So we check if our entry condition is met. So this would be our candlestick patterns, indicator conditions, etc. Then we calculate our buy stop and sell stop prices. So this script is calculating the high. So this green lined bar as an example, we are getting the high price, and we are adding the symbol's minimum tick value. So that would be the final decimal place. So 0.00001 multiplied by our entry distance in points. So in this case, that would be 200 points multiplied by our minimum tick value will give us a buy stop price based on points, a points distance. Then we do the same thing for our sell stop, but obviously to the opposite direction. We're subtracting our entry distance points from the low of this highlighted candle. Then we are calculating our targets. So our long target is our buy stop price plus the minimum tick value multiplied by our target distance in points. So in this case, oops, wrong one, this one. In this case, that would be 300 points from our entry. So if I measure this out, in this example trade, we placed a sell stop 20 pips below the candle's low, and the take profit was placed 30 pips from the entry. So if I measure this out, here's the candle low. We have about 20 pips to our entry sell stop. And then our target is another 30 pips below that entry price. That's calculated for long trades and short trades. So buy stop, we add our target distance to the buy stop and subtract our stop distance. For short targets, it's the opposite direction. So we subtract our target to the downside from our sell stop price, which in this case is here. So we subtract 30 pips from that to get our target and add 15 pips or 150 points to our sell stop price to get our stop loss, then this is where we place our bracket orders. So we place two strategy.entry function calls here. The first one is bracket long, the second one is bracket short. The first one's direction is long, the second one's direction is short. Now this is identical. So in order to place a one cancels all order, which is what we're doing here, we need to give the group name the same string ID. So you could call this anything you want as long as they are the same. If they are not the same, then your limit orders to enter, you can see here that we're entering short, and then the long pending order is never cancelled. So this is 20 pips above the swing high. This never gets cancelled because the group names are different. If I change this back to the same name, this long trade will go away because the short trade gets executed first and cancels that second pending long buy limit. So that's how you place a one cancels all bracket order. Pretty simple. You need to make sure you specify the OCA type, the one cancels all type. You need to specify this parameter as strategy.oca.cancel to tell the strategy tester that you want to cancel any other orders with this same one cancels all ID. And then finally, we need to tell it what price we want to enter our buy and sell stops at. So we pass in our long buy stop and our short sell stop values. Then finally, we need to exit our trades based on a take profit and a stop loss. So this trader wanted a 15 pip or 15 point stop loss and a 30 point or 30 pip target. So a 2-to-1 risk reward. That's all calculated up here. And we simply pass in to our strategy.exit functions. We need one for each direction. So one for long exits, one for short exits. We need to tell it which order we want to exit from. And if this code here detects a open long trade, so an order with this ID, or an order with this ID, then our limits and our stop loss prices are analyzed by the strategy tester. And if either of these are hit, the script will exit our trade for a profit or a loss, depending on which one is hit. And then I've got a couple of debug code here. You can ignore this by just changing the background color to highlight which bar is triggering our bracket orders, and I'm just plotting the bar index so we can hop around and test this script if we want to. So for example, if I want to test this bar here, I can hover over that. The number is 24382. So change this to 24382, click OK. Now our bar will be highlighted here. And this time we got triggered on a long trade, 20 pips above the high, and then a 30 pip target got hit, and our 15 pip target stop loss, did not get hit. So winning trade. And when this long trade gets triggered, our sell stop, which would have been down here somewhere, got cancelled. And that is how you place a bracket order. Now you could probably tidy up this code a bit more, but this is just a really simple example of how to use bracket orders in PineScript through the strategy tester. Hope you found this lesson interesting. Good luck with your trading, and I'll speak with you in the next video. Have a great day.